Hey guys, Carpe Diem here with a review of the ZT350, kind of the upper end of the Kershaw series. This is a heavy duty, heavy being the operative word, pocket knife. This is kind of a no compromise. If you're looking for a knife that's lightweight, easy to carry, if weight's your concern and you're looking for anything that's super unnoticeable in the pocket and things like that, this is probably not the knife. There's many others to choose from. In fact, I have some. I carry a SOG Flash 1 a lot when I can find it. Right now I can't find it because I moved and it's been through the washing machine several times. I'll do a review on that when I find it. I've lost that dang thing like 10 times, but it's because it's so small, light, and everything, you don't even know it's there. That's one of the benefits of it. This is on the other end of the spectrum. Not quite as bad as the 300, 301, 302, which I really would like to get those knives as well. That's actually on my list. It's just a matter of saving up for it. But in the meantime, I cut myself short and bought the ZT350, and I'm very happy with it. I think it's a great compromise. They say it's 10% smaller than the other knife. Still made out of the S30V steel. I love the tiger striping on this. They do a really nice coating on this. It's very smooth. It feels good in your hand. It's really nice. It's got a nice blade shape. I kind of almost call it kind of a semi-kukuri there or something. They probably have a different name for it. I don't like to go into too many specs. If you want the specs, they're all over the internet. I'm just giving you my opinion on the knife. It's built really well. It's heavy duty. S30V is great steel, and from my experience anyway. It's a liner lock knife. This is a very thick liner lock, so I think it's probably stronger than a lot of frame locks are. But anyhow, G10 scales have good traction. It's got the SpeedSafe flipper opening, which I use. It has the studs too, but I think those are more for a stop. Everybody talks about how the studs are close to the handle. They are a little bit, but that's why they have this. It's fast as heck and fun and easy to use. Now, I have beat the crap out of this thing. I've gotten gunk all over the handles. We recently moved, and I've been carrying this knife since I got it. I absolutely love the knife. And I have done everything. Cardboard, lots of tape, opening boxes, mail, cutting into drywall. I pulled some staples out with it, which I actually, doing that, I really can't tell here, but I think I ever so slightly bent just the edge of the very tip. You almost can't even tell. But I was kind of I was using it as a pry bar. And I'm not so sure you should do that. But it's holding up great. I've beat the heck out of it. Haven't even sharpened it yet, and it's still got a very manageable, edge on it. It came, I would say, very sharp from the factory. I wouldn't say, razor blade sharp or anything like that. Has a nice edge on it from the factory though. You can cut anything with it, and I'm very happy with how sharp it was. It's a thick knife, kind of chunky. If that's your concern, you're going to know you have it in your pocket. You're not going to forget to take it out and it's going to go through the wash or anything like I do with my Flash 1 all the time. But that's part of the appeal of it for me, is to have a knife that you can depend on, that you can do stuff with. It's not going to break or bend or whatever. I mean, this thing, it is like a mini pry bar. It's very thick. I love the blade shape design. I think it's kind of a sexy knife. You open it, in front of your coworkers and you're doing stuff, they always go, "Whoa, what is that?" It's pretty neat in that regard. The blade, I'd say, is maybe slightly shorter than the handle, and it's not an overly long blade, really. It's got a good belly to it. It's got great jimping up here, also some on the tail. It's also got a place you could actually put your finger up there if you wanted to. The SpeedSafe flipper works as a good spot to put your finger, and it really, I don't think, with the traction plan up here and and down here. It's good for piercing as well. It's got good blade thickness. My camera does not really do this justice. All the way out to the tip. It's very, very thick. Just a nice solid knife you can depend on. I'm very, very happy with it. It's, like I say, if weight is not your consideration. It's got a spot that you can flip the pocket clip around to anywhere you want. You just have to have those little spidery things, which I haven't found yet because I'm actually probably going to move it over here so that when I put it in my pocket, because I'm right-handed, I put it in over here. I don't like to hit my hand on the blade and stuff, so I'm going to flip it the other way for tip-up carry. So when I put it in my pocket, my hand slides on. Talked about that on my Spyderco Tenacious. Speaking of which, here it is. Very similar sized knife. Very similar size. Handles are very close to being the same, Spyderco being just slightly longer, and this one being just slightly beefier. The blade lengths are, I don't know, very, very close to the same length, give or take. I mean, they're very close. Even the bellies are, try not to cut myself here, similar. This has got more belly out here. Just comparing the two, I mean, the liner locks, and like I say, my camera does not really do it justice, but you know, the liner lock on the Zero Tolerance is just so much more beefy. It's unbelievable. Plus, the handle material in the Zero Tolerance is a lot thicker, and the weight difference between the two. I mean, this thing, the Tenacious must be almost half the weight if I had to guess. But you feel it though. I mean, the Tenacious is a great knife and I have nothing bad to say about it. But I just kind of feel like if, you know, my life depended on it, or I needed to take a knife that I wasn't coming home for a year and I wanted a knife to depend on, I mean, this is it. It's solid knife. Tenacious, great knife. Nothing bad to say about it. Love the knife. But just a little more delicate. This is, you know, a tool. Here's a Recon 1 lug, just for comparison's sake, which I can't even fit in the camera here. The Recon 1 is, handle's a lot bigger on the Recon 1. That's the main thing. The handle's just freaking huge. But tell you what, the blade length is, you know, slightly longer on the Recon 1, maybe by as much as a ½ inch, maybe. But the overall length of the knife is quite a bit more because of the handle design in that one. However, that's my review of the Zero Tolerance ZT350. I really like it, guys. My favorite knife right now. Seize the day.